All right, our Scholar Athlete of the Week says she loves science.
And it's no surprise that she wants to be in the medical field one day. Felicia Menendez of Union High School. Yes, she's a 2-year captain of the tennis team, and that's not all. She's a member of the Key Club, National Honor Society, a peer ambassador, and she volunteers at a local hospital. How does she do it all? She says she's got to make sacrifices.
It's really hard to maintain it, especially with sports and if I take a lot of AP classes. So I try to go home and try not to sleep.
It's worth it, though. She holds a 4.5 GPA. You go, girl.
All right, this week's Scholar Athlete protects the quarterback as much as he's protecting our beaches. Meet Derek Lewandowski from Keensburg High School. He plays on the offensive and defensive line, but in the offseason, he's helping his community pick itself up from Hurricane Sandy by cleaning up the beach. He knows what it's like to recover from a loss. His dad passed away when he was young. That's partly why Derek plays football. His dad loved the sport. Seeing and hearing other people's stories of recovery has inspired him.
It's taught me a lot. It's taught me like how our town has come from like a lot of issues and pain, and it's good to rebuild off that and be a good community member.
Derek is in the National Honor Society and holds a 4.0 GPA. He also helps with the school's Humane Society to care for animals. Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is kicking for cancer. Zach Hoban of Seton Hall Prep has been doing it for the past 3 seasons. He says for every field goal, every point and touchback he kicks, he's asking people to donate as little as 50 cents. It'll help cure childhood cancer. He says he's raised more than $12,000. Maybe that's motivated him this season. He kicked a school record, this is it, a 52-yard field goal.
I wasn't totally prepared. I was just kind of standing near him, and he said, all right, let's kick it. So we got onto the field. Tom, great snap, Aiden, great hold, and just kind of let it fly.
And that's how you do it, let it fly. Hoban will be kicking for Rice University next year, where he plans on majoring in sports management. He holds a 3.75 GPA and also plays lacrosse. Another great story for our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is on target to becoming her school's salutatorian. Haley D. Zito of South River will try to defend that honor, just like she defends the soccer field. Zito has played for the Rams for the past 3 seasons. She was named All-Division as a sophomore and junior. In the classroom, a 5.1 GPA. She's the president of her school's National Honor Society, as well as the Future Business Leaders of America. She's also the treasurer for the Student Council and writes for the school newspaper. Zito says all of her hard work is about preparing for the future.
I know that I have to maintain my grades and get a great education so I can do what I love when I'm older, and that way I can be happier.
She says she wants to be a nurse. Zito is a member of the Future Healthcare Professionals Club. She volunteers at an animal rescue organization, and she's on South River's bowling team. You go, girl. Our Scholar Athlete of the Week wants to be in the FBI one day. With Madison Plotkin's credentials, how could they not accept this North Burlington soccer star? She's a 4-year starter and a captain for the program. Plotkin says leadership has come naturally for her. When she's not on the soccer field, she's volunteering all over the community. The Hearts Apart program raises money to support deployed military members and their families. Plotkin is also trying to protect the environment by cleaning up roads in Mansfield. But she says her favorite place to volunteer is at the Boys and Girls Club. She's been a camp counselor for the past 2 summers.
I feel like there I'm making the biggest difference I can, because the kids are our future, and if we help them, then we can help our future as a whole.
Madison is ranked in the top 20 of her graduating class. She holds a grade point average over 100%. That includes the National Honor Society. She plans to major in accounting, then go to law school. Madison wants to pursue a career with the FBI.
Meantime, our Scholar Athlete of the Week aspires to be an Olympian one day. Yashara Brathwaite has record-breaking speed at Elizabeth High School, and that makes her a candidate for Team USA. Now, she's the all-time leader at Elizabeth in 5 individual races and 6 relay events. She's in her 3rd year as captain. She plans on continuing her track career in college, and then she says hopefully it's on to the Olympics. But she's more than just an athlete. She holds a 3.86 GPA, ranked 12th in her class. She's part of the Union County Student Training and Enrichment Program to help prevent bullying. She's also a tutor for a college prep club.
I never want to do less. I always do more. I always do extra. You know, if I feel like I didn't do enough, I always go above and beyond.
Oh, what an attitude there. Her accomplishments. Brathwaite was named a winner of the Wendy's High School Heisman Award in New Jersey. That recognizes students who excel in the classroom and athletics and in their community as well. Our Scholar Athlete of the Week stars in 2 sports for 2 different schools. You can find Chris Autino on campus at the Ranney School during the day, but in the afternoon, he's off to football practice at Mater Dei as they get ready to play for a state championship. This is part of a co-op program. And get this is Autino's first season playing football since he was in the 6th grade. He is 6'8". He plays tight end. During basketball season, he's a forward for the Ranney basketball team. Last year, they fell just 1 game short of a state championship. He still says that experience is going to help him in football this week.
No new pressure, no new stress. It's just we've been in this position before, just make the best out of it.
Autino holds a 93 average. He's part of the Science, Math, and Spanish National Honor Societies. He's also active in the community. He hosts a basketball tournament called Teresa's Throwdown, helping raise money for ALS. His mother passed away from that disease.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week plays 3 sports. Holly Wetzel of New Egypt High School. Wetzel says her favorite time of the year is when she's on the basketball court. She was named All-Division every season since she was a freshman, a captain as a junior and senior in soccer too. And she plays lacrosse as well. Wetzel holds a 99 average. She wants to be an emergency room nurse one day. She says her experience in the classroom and with sports will help.
I always have to be moving, like with sports or academics. I'm very good at managing my time because I do so much.
Wetzel is in the National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Interact Club, Leadership Council, Future Business Leaders of America, and Model United Nations. She is definitely very busy.
Nice jump shot, too.
That is a nice jump shot.
Yeah, nice little backspin on that.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is from Red Bank Catholic. Ivy League football is next for Jaden Key and then perhaps Wall Street. Key helped the Casey's win a sectional title this season. He plays wide receiver and cornerback. He's set on bringing those football skills and a 3.7 GPA to the University of Pennsylvania. He says academic excellence comes from his dad, who passed away 7 years ago, sadly. Key says he's always been interested in business, which is why he hopes to pursue a career in finance.
I've always been good with numbers. I've always been good at math. So my dad used to watch, he always used to read the Wall Street Journal, and I would read it too.
Outside of football, Key is also a member of the Catholic Athletes for Christ Club, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and he helps coach Pop Warner.
We just may see our Scholar Athlete of the Week on an anchor desk, just like ours, one day. But Willingboro's Emmanuel Lewis is focused right now on his track and field career. He is one of the top discus throwers in the state. He also competes in the shot put. Lewis is a 2-year captain for the team. You got to be smart if you're going to lead. He has a 3.5 GPA. He's also very active with community service through the Phi Delta Kappa organization. Lewis says he is thinking about becoming a sportscaster, but tonight he takes to the mic to talk about something different: how he manages his time.
If you come into everything that you do into a positive mindset, then you're going to be fine, because of the fact that you sign yourself up for all the stuff that you do.
Lewis is also a 2-time captain on the soccer team. He's a goalie and the drum major in the band. Athletic, musical, and smart.
He flings that around so easily, too. Strong kid.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week wants to study medicine and technology, but when Alexis Cook steps on the softball mound, the focus for this Kittatinny senior is bringing the heat. She has a school record for strikeouts in a single game with 23. You heard me right. While she waits for the spring to shut down more batters, she's perfecting her jump shot. She's a basketball captain this season. She's a leader in the classroom too. Top 10 in her class, 4.3 GPA, National Honor Society, Academics, one of the reasons why she's going to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. She wants to major in biomedical engineering, and well, then she's thinking about becoming a doctor.
I find it fascinating about the human body, and I also want to be able to help people. So I feel like with biomedical engineering, I can be able to create technology that can help doctors help people.
Cook participates in peer leadership in the Interact Club, the Environmental Club, and Student Council. She's also a member of the tennis team.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week makes it no secret that his dream is to play in the NFL. Noah Stansberry from Edison High School has the same kind of work ethic when it comes to the books. Stansberry signed to play for the University of New Hampshire. He's a cornerback. He had more interceptions than any other defensive player in New Jersey, with 9. Number 11 is All-Division, All-Conference, and second-team All-State. Stansberry says the sport is a year-round commitment.
My dad was the person that put me in football. At first, I wasn't liking it, and then he just said, no, you stick through. And I think something you'd like, I've learned to love it. No C's, no D's,
What would happen?
No PlayStation, no football.
Wow, that's strict self-discipline. Seems like that will do the trick if he doesn't keep his grades up. He holds a 3.3 GPA. He participates in the Race to Outrun Hunger 5K fundraiser, and Stansberry once traveled to Fiji to participate in a community service project.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week may own a business one day, but right now, Nicole Macon from Burlington City is trying to own a softball record. When the season starts in a few months, she'll only be 22 hits away from school history. Most career hits. She'll also be a pretty good soccer player, named second team All-Division as a sophomore. As good as she is on the field, she's ranked number 2 in her graduating class, a 4.52 GPA. Plus, Macon volunteers at a local school with tutoring and leadership skills, which she says will help her in her career one day.
I want to be like a manager of a major corporate business. So even though they're little, working with little kids, it'll still help me work with people when I'm older.
Macon is in the National Honor Society. She'll be playing softball in college at Goldie Beacom in Delaware, where she wants to major in business administration. Congratulations, Nicole, for being our Scholar Athlete of the Week. One of New Jersey's all-time best soccer players is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Tommy Scalisi is also one of the best students at Morris Knolls with his 95 average. He holds the school record in goals with 84, a 2-time Player of the Year, a 2-time captain, a starter on varsity since he was a freshman. He led Morris Knolls to their first conference title in 40 years and their first sectional title in 50 years.
It's been a big part of my life. I've been playing ever since I was young, so I can't really imagine doing life without soccer.
Scalisi will be playing at St. John's next season. He's on the high honor roll, a member of the Future Business Leaders of America, an assistant with the Challenger Soccer Program, and a coach for soccer camps. And so all good things for Tommy, and he is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Congrats, Tommy. She is the MVP for her school's volleyball team, even though she didn't start playing the sport until high school. Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is Lydia Voss from New Providence. Voss finishes her volleyball career as one of New Jersey's best, named All-Conference, All-County, and All-State for the second straight year. Also a 2-time captain. Way before she was a volleyball player, she was a swimmer. She had national team dreams, but then volleyball became her favorite sport. Now her focus is on her future. She wants to be a doctor and major in biology, a passion she found while volunteering for the local EMS.
I think it's a very rewarding experience. More than anything, it's difficult to see people in very vulnerable situations, that's for sure, especially in my town.
Voss has a 4.46 GPA. She's in the National Honor Society, part of the Model United Nations program, future civic leader, peer leader, culinary arts club, and a marching band captain. Now I'm out of breath because she does so much. Congrats on being our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is getting ready to head up to West Point to join the Army. Robbie Bucher from Notre Dame High School will be bringing his fastball with him, too. He's got more than 100 strikeouts in his career, and he still has one more season to go. He was named All-County and a team captain, an honor he's also received as the quarterback of the football team. But he manages all of that while maintaining a 92 average. He's structured, to say the least, and he knows that will serve him well at the U.S. Military Academy.
I've had uncles, grandfathers, great uncles. They all served in the military, and I was lucky enough to have a cousin go to the Naval Academy. He brought us to the Army-Navy game every year, so I was always, kind of around that culture.
Definitely in the bloodline there. Bucher is part of the National Honor Society. I love this one. Bible Study Club, History Club, Intramural Club, and the Catholic Athletes for Christ.
Equestrian, also the sport of choice for our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Emily Zilka from Donovan Catholic loved riding so much, she gave up other activities so she could commit full-time. Zilka, back in September, placed second at Nationals, a divisional champ. She says she wants to continue riding in college, which is why she's going to High Point University in North Carolina. That's something they offer. Zilka has a 4.8 GPA. While her academics are in her control, trying to control a horse isn't nearly as easy.
Communicating with them sometimes it can get challenging. Rider error, horse error, it's just, you have to be on the same page.
That they do. Zilka is part of the Progressive Animal Welfare Society to help raise money for local shelters. She's thinking about becoming a history teacher. Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is one of Carteret's brightest. Joe Abadilla fills his schedule with choir, band, a part-time job, and bowling. Abadilla has been bowling competitively for 3 years. He's now the captain, an all-division selection, and helped lead Carteret this season to a divisional championship. His bowling average, a 207. His average in the classroom, a 4.0 GPA. He says the mental toughness he gets from bowling has helped with his grades.
It helps me not get down on myself whenever I don't perform well in class. I just have to be persistent and resilient.
Doesn't have to worry about that too much. Not doing well in class doesn't happen often to him. He's in the concert choir, jazz band, show band, marching band, and drama club.
Our Scholar Athlete of the Week is one of the top basketball players here in New Jersey. Once she graduates, Lola Milani from Manasquan will be heading to Harvard. Milani is the team's leading scorer. She's averaging 21 points and 5 rebounds per game. As a junior, she reached 1,000 career points. Milani helped lead Manasquan to a Tournament of Champions title last season, making them New Jersey's #1 team. Now she wants to do the same in the Ivy League. Milani is excited about all the opportunities at Harvard, on and off the court.
I hope it's going to be amazing. Obviously, not many people have the opportunity to do that. I'm just going to take advantage of everything that I have there on the court and off the court.
Lola holds a 92 average in the classroom. She's part of the Academic Leadership Club. She volunteers at a local hospital, too. Scholar Athlete of the Week is a leader on and off the basketball court and football field. Joseph Cullen is finishing up his senior year at Livingston High School. Cullen is best known for his time on the football field. He rushed over 1,000 yards as a senior. He had more than 300 tackles. Cullen was captain through 2 seasons. He also played varsity basketball for 2 years and runs varsity track. So, how does he manage it all?
It's definitely difficult with 3 sports in school, but you just got to find the right balance. And it's really the most important thing is how you manage your time, because you don't have a lot of it.
Cullen also volunteers with the Shining Stars program. His coach says he's one of the most well-rounded players he's ever encountered. From South Brunswick High School, Sabrina Ray is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's described by her teachers as a standout peer leader in and out of the classroom. She excels in pole vaulting. Her coach says Sabrina is a tremendous asset to the team. Sabrina took first place in pole vault for the Central Jersey Sectional Championships. She holds the 3rd best score in New Jersey. She's one of the most accomplished athletes in the history of the South Brunswick team. She's the first in her family to take up pole vaulting. She says it's easy to stay committed to the sport because it's so much fun for her.
And I was lucky enough to get to a level where I could really experience what almost some of the professionals get to experience, where you're really controlling the pole and using it to help you reach these heights that you would never be able to imagine without it.
In addition to her athletic accomplishments, Sabrina holds a 4.3 GPA. She ranks in the top 10% of her class. Sarah Ibewike is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She attends East Orange STEM Academy. Sarah plays center midfielder on the Lady Jaguars soccer team. She's also a sprinter on the school's track team. Sarah's coaches say she demonstrates physical, mental, and emotional strength. Sarah has been running track for 2 years now. She joined the soccer team last year for its first official season. She also takes 4 AP classes. Sarah says soccer is the main reason she can balance it all.
It's like a reliever for me because whenever I'm on the field, I usually have like a lot of things I'm doing. I'm usually stressed in school, and because I do like a lot of clubs and stuff, whenever I go to the field and I just, play with the ball, it just relieves me of everything that I have.
Along with her athletic accomplishments, Sarah is a member of the National Honor Society, the robotics team, the Glee Club, and the Step Club. Diamond Miller is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's a senior at Franklin High School in Somerset. Diamond plays on the girls' basketball team. Her coaches say she's driven by her passion and spirit on and off the court. Diamond is team captain. They're currently ranked number 20 in the nation. The senior also played on a U.S. national team that won a gold medal in 2017. Now she's breaking records at Franklin High School by scoring 2,000 points. That's the most points scored by a male or female basketball player at the school.
Always hear like, oh yeah, you're a good player, you're a good player. And I'm like, I just play basketball. I don't really realize until you hear like, I scored my 2,000, and it's like you take a step back and see what other people see, and it surprises you. I surprise myself sometimes, so I was like very shocked.
I love the way she says that. I surprise myself sometimes. Diamond will attend the University of Maryland this fall.
Good for her, man. You hit 1,000, you're doing some good stuff. You hit 2,000? Congrats tonight to Philip Gong, who is our Scholar Athlete of the Week, a senior at Northern Valley Regional High School in Demarest. He is captain of the boys varsity swim team and holds the Bergen County record in the breaststroke. His coaches say he's a decorated athlete and a humble leader. Philip has been on the swim team for 4 years and has led his teammates to 4 state championships. He started swimming competitively when he was only 12. Now he swims between 6,000 and 7,000 yards every day. Philip says discipline is what keeps him going.
You only race for like a minute or 2 minutes, but every single day you have to swim for 2 hours. You have to put in time in the gym, put in time in the pool. So just learning what it takes to succeed, having that drive in me is something super important to me.
Philip is also student council president, and as you can see from the sweatshirt, he's going to Duke in the fall on a swimming scholarship.
Zachary Williams is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. He's a senior at Milburn High School. Zachary is captain of the cross country and track teams. He manages more than 90 kids on each team. His coaches say Zachary is dedicated and always there to lend a helping hand. Zachary has been running cross country for 4 years now. He's won 3 varsity cross country letters. He also led his team to earn the Cross Country Super Essex Conference title in 2018. Zachary says running provides him with a sense of balance.
It's a really great way to just release everything. I find it's a great time manager and it really relaxes me. When I run, I get to think in my head about everything that happens in the day. I can study sometimes in my head while I'm running, even if I don't have the material with me. And it's a good way to stay in shape and stay athletic and manage everything in my life.
Sounds good to me, Zachary. He also enjoys skiing. He also plays trombone and guitar. Zachary plans to continue his running career at Colgate University in the fall as a D1 athlete. Brooke Matthews is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She is a senior at South River High School. Brooke is captain of the varsity cheerleading team. She cheers for the basketball and football teams. Brooke has been doing it since she was 5 years old. Brooke is also a youth cheerleading coach for South River Pop Warner. Her coaches call her a dedicated and compassionate leader both inside the classroom and out. Brooke says she works hard to find a balance between sports and school, but above all, she says it's important to give back.
I volunteered in an extended school year program for South River for the past 2 years, which is basically I assisted the teachers with children with disabilities and learning disabilities, which was the best thing that I could probably ever do, because just to see their growth and help them and see them, you know, work through their issues and their problems and just be there is such a special experience.
Brooke is also a member of the Earth Club and National Honor Society. This fall, she hopes to attend the University of Delaware. Spencer Solomon is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. He is a senior at James Caldwell High School. Spencer is captain of the varsity team and tennis team. He's been playing since he was a freshman. Spencer is also in AP classes and a peer tutor. He's credited with starting a school website to make the process of finding a peer tutor easier on students. His coaches say he has an undeniable work ethic, both in and out of the classroom. Spencer tells us that swimming is what keeps him on his toes.
There's always an amount of competitiveness where, you know, you feel like giving up in a tough practice, but oh, this guy next to me isn't giving up, so I got to try and beat him and go harder with him. And then, of course, cheering on your teammates and meet. So there's that aspect of teamwork.
Spencer is also in the Math Honor Society and a volunteer with Habitat for Humanity. He hopes to major in computer science at Northeastern University this fall. Lexi Minton is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's a senior at Manasquan High School. Lexi is captain of the varsity tennis team. She's been playing since she was 3 years old. Last year, she was inducted into the high school's Tennis Hall of Fame. She's also a tennis assistant at Manasquan River Yacht Club. Her coaches call her an exceptional leader who her teammates look up to. Lexi says it's important to always motivate others and push them to do their best.
Being captain, especially junior year and senior year, has been amazing because I had those leaders when I was a sophomore on the team and got to see what it was like to be a really good one and how impactful it was to me that they were such good leaders. I really just strive to be there for them and support them and help them when they felt like they were down and cheer for each other on the court.
Lexi is also a member of the National Honor Society. This fall, she hopes to major in business at the University of Miami.
Good luck to her.
Jenna Paul is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's a senior at Toms River High School North. Jenna is a guard on the basketball team. She holds the record for most points scored at Toms River North. That includes both the boys and girls basketball teams. Jenna beat the record by 600 points. She finished with 1,988 points. Her coaches say Jenna leads by example. She's a role model on and off the court. Jenna tells us that playing basketball keeps her grounded.
Practicing 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, you know, hard work. When I know I'm tired and sore, I just have to keep pushing through it. I just feel like it's a sport that I relate to. When I'm playing, I can release stress and anger or anything that I have. It's fun, make new friends, teammates.
Jenna is also in the National Honor Society. She'll attend Colgate University this fall. Nicole Alonso is our Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's a senior at DePaul Catholic High School. Nicole is captain of the varsity cheerleading team. She's been cheering since the 4th grade. Nicole is a flyer on the team. She also does competition cheerleading outside of school. Part of her job as captain includes creating routines, leading practice, and designing apparel. Nicole tells us that cheerleading is a lot of work. She says it's important to stay focused.
A lot of times people don't view cheerleading as a traditional sport, and they don't realize unless you're actually doing it the sort of competitive nature there is behind cheerleading and how physically taxing it is when you're tumbling and constantly throwing people up and catching them, and as a flyer, the balance that you need to stand on top of a pyramid.
Nicole is also on the varsity lacrosse team and president of the student council. She plans to attend Claremont McKenna College this fall.